She was cutting my hair without me even knowing about it. Hey guys, it's your girl Sarae and welcome back to my channel. I noticed that I saw the most hair growth when I stopped doing these 7 things. I actually want to talk about it with you guys so that hopefully you guys do not make the same mistakes that I did. Let's go ahead and get straight into the video with number 1. The very first thing on the list is I stopped going to hairstylists to get my hair done. So let's talk about this one. I'm not saying that this is the case for everybody. I'm not saying that this is the case for every single hairstylist. I know that there are some really great hairstylists out there. However, with my personal experiences, I have realized that with doing my hair myself, I have been able to grow my hair past what my hair typically stayed at when I was going and getting my hair done by a hairstylist. I realized that my hair, it was growing, but it was like every single time I went to this hairstylist, it was not growing past a specific length. At first, I was kind of green on the whole thing. I didn't really know a whole lot about hair, but I was just confused, like, why is my hair, like, it seems like it's not growing past this length? I'm pretty sure it was because she was cutting my hair without me even knowing about it. Don't get me wrong, she is an amazing hairstylist. It's just, I don't know how often she trimmed my hair, but I do remember one time in particular, I had went to her shop and then she told me that the last time that I came that she trimmed my hair and didn't even tell me. So yeah, I don't know how many times she trimmed my hair every single time I visited her to get my hair done. I don't know, but it was that along with not truly being gentle with my hair. I do know from personal experience that being gentle with your hair will allow for you to retain length, because when you are actually taking your time and working through the knots and the tangles and stuff like that, you are preventing as much breakage as possible versus, like I said in my last video, just raking through your hair with a comb or a brush or whatever it may be. So yeah, I stopped going to a hairstylist. I started doing my own hair. You can't just let anybody in your hair. I know some people may feel differently about this, but you seriously cannot let just anybody in your hair, because there are people that are preying on your downfall, slipping relaxers in the conditioner, leaving relaxers in longer than they're supposed to, cutting way too much hair off when you go to see them. Hair is important to a lot of people. Even in the Bible, in 1 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 15, it says, and this is the New Living Translation, this is actually what Paul had said, and isn't long hair a woman's pride and joy? For it has been given to her as a covering. With that being said, you have to be mindful of who you let touch your hair. Moving on to number 2, I stopped trimming my hair once every 2 to 3 months. This is where I messed up at. I was listening to other people and I thought that I was supposed to cut my hair once every 2 to 3 months. If anything, that was literally working against what I was trying to do. I highly recommend trimming your hair when you need to, when it's hard to detangle your hair, like super hard, because your ends are just constantly tangled up and raveling on top of each other. I used my shirt to kind of like measure my hair to see how long it's been getting every single time I would trim my hair, and it's like I realized my hair would kind of stay around the same length. There were some times when I didn't even really need to trim my hair. I was literally just cutting off unnecessary hair. Please learn from my mistakes and listen to your hair. If it is hard to detangle your hair, like if you realize like something is up with your ends, you are getting split ends and things like that, then yes, it is time for you to trim your hair. But if you do not need to trim your hair, do not trim your hair, please. Number 3, this one is also very important. I stopped thinking that it was not possible for me to grow my hair past a certain length. First of all, in the Bible it says life and death are in the power of the tongue. So whatever you do, speak into existence, okay? Whatever you do, think and eventually speak. Even if you are just thinking these things, it's going to literally happen. So you have to think positively. You have to speak words of affirmation over your life, over your hair. You have to sow those seeds so that eventually they will come into fruition. With that being said, think positively about your hair growth journey, because whatever you're thinking, it's definitely going to happen, okay? Number 4 is I stopped washing my hair without my hair being in twists. I 100% recommend washing your hair in twists. 1, it will make your life way easier when wash day comes around, and 2, you will prevent a lot of breakage from happening as well. I have realized that that I'm not losing as much hair in the shower when I'm washing my hair in twists. It's like low manipulation of your hair when you're washing your hair in twists. Number 5 is I stopped using specific brushes that other naturals were using, especially when I found out that my hair was not fooling with it and I was just losing way too much hair by using this specific brush. That's another thing that I have to recommend. It is cool to try out different things, different brushes, combs, hair products, stuff like that, just because other people are raving about them. But if you notice that your hair is not fooling with it, you have to stop immediately. Like, abort mission immediately. I had to learn that the hard way, because I'll have to say maybe about a year ago, I would wash my hair once every week, and I realized that I was just losing way too much hair. And it was specifically because 1, I was not washing my hair in twists, and 2, I was using a brush that my hair was not fooling with. And as a result, I was losing a lot of hair. Be consistent with using whatever works for you, whatever your hair likes, because everybody's hair is different. Number 6 is I stopped being inconsistent with my hair care regimen. Years ago, I will have to say about maybe 4 to 6 years ago, I was like super inconsistent with my hair care regimen. I would do some things consistently, but other things I would not do. And I think that's why my hair was not growing past a certain length like I wanted it to, because I was not giving it the moisture that it needed consistently. Number 7 is I stopped braiding my hair all the way down to the ends whenever I would cornrow my hair for wigs. I just realized that this just caused breakage, at least for me. This is just speaking on my hair type, the things that I've noticed throughout the years. If you guys have seen my beauty maintenance video, even if you guys have seen my TikToks, then you will see that every single time I cornrow my hair, I always mention that I twist the ends. Like, when I get to a certain part in my hair, that I'll twist the ends, and it just makes life so much easier for me. And I try to make sure that I keep the same pieces of hair and I do not borrow from one side, because I've noticed that when you borrow from one side, that is definitely going to cause some problems with your hair tangling and things like that, especially when you take down those twists. Number 8 is I stopped doing tight styles on my hair. At this point in my hair growth journey, I do not too much care about my hair being super tight, super sleek, my edges being laid really nicely. I do not care about that, because I know that it's not good for my hair, because tight styles will actually cause hair loss. A style that I really do like doing when my hair is kind of like on its last leg and I really do need to wash my hair eventually. So I'll put my hair up into a curly puff, and then I'll have like 2 curls going down the sides. I have huge silk scrunchies, and whenever I do that style, I will just literally use that. I do not try to wrap it around 2 times. I do not try to do the most when it comes to my natural hair being out. Even when I do the curly puff with the 2 curls on the side, I do not take a brush like I used to do years ago and actually try to brush my hair to where it looks very sleek. I don't do that anymore. I simply just spritz my hair with water or put some water on my hands, and then I just like gently go like this with my hair, and then put the little scrunchie on, and that's it. And I'll like refresh my curls on the side, and that's it. So this last one, this is going to be like a bonus one, more specifically for low porosity hair. I have low porosity hair, and I personally stopped deep conditioning my hair without heat. I know that some people were saying like, oh, if you deep condition your hair, you put the little shower cap on and then you go work out and this and that, that's deep conditioning with heat. I personally didn't feel like it was truly helping my hair. So eventually I ended up investing in this little, I don't know what it's called, a portable, let me just call it a portable hooded dryer. I got it from Amazon. I think it's linked on my Amazon storefront. I cannot remember, but this is what it looks like. You guys can check out my wash day, my most recent wash day routine on my channel. I'll put it in the eye up here. I am obsessed with it. It is so relaxing, and it's also helping my hair grow, because when you have low porosity hair, you have to use heat when you're deep conditioning in order to get your hair strands to want to accept that moisture. Like I said, I invested in this. You simply just put this on your head. I'll take my Kiss blow dryer, attach it to the end of this little portable hooded dryer. You put it on the lowest fan setting and then put it on warm. Do not put it on hot. You do not want to fry your hair. You do not want to burn your blow dryer somehow. So yes, you guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys were able to learn from my past mistakes and incorporate some of these things into your hair care journey if you feel like you need to. And with that being said, I'll see you guys tomorrow.